We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs baseball starts right now. Justin Steele gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
A runner at second, nobody out. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. Coming to the plate now, Jonas Batista. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. This is on the ground over to first. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees lead it 3-0. Digging in, Eddie James. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
What a powerhouse season in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. The tag, and he is out. 3 up. Coming to the plate now, Julian Gamble. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the .310 plat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the box now, Eddie James. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And there's a base hit on a line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And this throw gets away from him.
Nice hit right there, kid. Nice hit.
And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Row, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when this streak started to start it off with his first base hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's coming out of it anytime soon. I wonder the pitcher that would create such a tough matchup for this guy to shut him down, because he's playing with the big part of the field. He can beat you in so many different ways, and this number's getting just straight ridiculous.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gabriel Arias. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good... So striding forward now, Jonas Batista.
Jonas Batista.
The 0-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in, Brendan McKay. And we'll likely see him square around to bunt.
Brendan McKay.
Swinging a softly hit ground ball. He's got it. To second for 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. Now at the plate, Eddie James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last.
He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here. A solo shot here to left, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday.
Standing in, Eddie James, runner in scoring position with two gone.
The last at bat, Eddie, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Let's go.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up. It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as it's now a one-run game, 7-6 now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart.
Ready to take his hacks again, Eddie James, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with two away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Connie Major. Runners going. Rolled slowly to first. Scooped up. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 9th inning coming up. The Cubs are on. At the plate, Jason Dominguez. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Jason Dominguez.
Softly down the line at first, right to him, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Hey, a nice win for them all around, and an even better way to start things off on the first day of summer when every team looks ready to get on a roll.
This one wraps up as a 10-8 final. The Chicago Cubs came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Seth Martinez earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. Adrian Morejon closes the door for the save, his 27th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 10 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Lincoln Kolb will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. Has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
First baseman.
Digging in now, Eddie James. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. 2-run shot to straightaway center, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one.
Next for New York, Bryson Stott.
The shortstop, Bryson Stott.
The 2-2 to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
That's how quickly things can change.
Striding in, Eddie James. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat. Pause, now pitch, driven deep. At the wall, it is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Digging in once again, Eddie James. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Here comes the first pitch. This year against right-handed pitching, James is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
You want to talk about having a career season.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back, the right fielder. Goodbye, home run. Solo shot to right center. His third home run of the ball game, and it's now 7-4.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Eddie James will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. First offering on its way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Eddie James. And he's shooting for history here as he's homered 3 times in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Hard hit ball to second, fielded cleanly. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. It's 2 runs.
So the home crowd will have a pleasant drive home afterwards, as their guys have taken the first 2 of this 3-game series. A win tomorrow, and they can break out the brooms.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. Chicago sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Nolan Blackwood claims the win out of the pen, his first. Adrian Morejon wraps it up for the save, his 28th on the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left them.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball next on the show. Cesar Quezada, Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around.
Popped up. Donald is under it. Makes the play, one away. Settling in now, Eddie James. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. This is line to left, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning. And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Roll, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when this streak started to start it off with his first base hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's coming out of it anytime soon. I wonder the pitcher that would create such a tough matchup for this guy to shut him down, because he's playing with the big part of the field. He can beat you in so many different ways.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Cubs strand 1. Still no score. Stepping into the box, Eddie James. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Eddie James.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So striding in, Eddie James.
The first baseman.
First delivery to him on the way.
Eddie James.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Hard on the ground toward short.
Come on, get here, get here, get here.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Jonas Batista, as they'll look for some added insurance before half of the inning. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Leading off the inning, Eddie James, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with the good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Now at the plate, Brennan Davis. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Standing in, Jimmy Govern. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And now the runner's trying for third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And they'll put the tag on him as he is out at third to end the ball game. And what a dumb way to end this one.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The New York Yankees took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Matthew Liberatore earns win number 4 on the season as he goes 6+ innings and allows only a pair of base hits. Cesar Quezada was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Lawrence Shoemaker hammers down the save, his 18th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 22 runners on base. For the Cubs, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.